It's worth noting that at this point, we're just working on getting the basics down, working on catching it every single time. And then we can start fine-tuning it. The new things that you're going to see are the elbow flip onto the elbow bump, chest rolls. I'm trying to wrap it all the way around from one hand to the other. And another thing we're trying to work on is the double rotation into a stall. You'll see me do it with tens, and you'll see me do it with bottles. And the only reason you've probably seen me catch it is because I highlighted the one time out of 1,000 that I caught it. Start here, you want to end up here. You don't want to catch it like this. You want to all the way over there. It buys you time. It'll really help you when you start getting these double bottles. Always practice with shoes. Always practice with shoes. My shaker is just the usual ones you find at the bar. I've had it for like 10 years. You can see how warped it is. I've done a lot of practicing with this thing. I like the ones with the plastic on the outside because it makes it a little bit heavier, easier to grip, and when you drop it, it doesn't go ting 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 ting. Wanna say you whack raps, they like saving time. I think that's on me, I don't you sell. Y'all looking at something like a shoe. So normally when I'm practicing, I like to use a Malibu bottle. That's because they got that plastic like on the outside of it. And when you break one, it typically contains the mess. Usually you can hear it cracking in there and you just throw it away, grab another bottle, and go back to practicing. But this time I don't have an abundance of Malibu bottles because of the place I work, and I don't drink Malibu at home because I have a penis. With a pencil ever since Prince. So this must mean I'm disgusting. But it's just me, I'm just obscene. No, I'm not the first king of controversy. I am the worst thing from Elvis Presley to do black music. So no matter how many fish in the sea, it'll be so empty without me. Now this looks like a... So what I ended up using was a 750 milliliter Jameson bottle. I did electric tape the lid onto it so it didn't leak and it stayed in place, because when you drop it as much as I do, eventually that will break. And I fill each one of them up with anywhere between 1.25 ounces to 3.5 ounces of water. Oh, got it. Okay, so I've been a bartender for a very long time. I've worked in countless clubs and restaurants and bars, and I've worked with a lot of different bartenders. And I am a person who probably took a little bit of every single one of them, just like a little piece, and that's kind of became me. Throughout these videos, I'm going to mention a few of them that really stood out. And the first one that I want to mention is a gentleman by the name of Pooty. That's actually his nickname. Without him, I probably never would have started doing Bar Flair. He was the reigning TGI Fridays bar champ for I think 2 years in a row, and I really wanted to beat him. What I took from Pooty: you never add water to the sugar when making simple syrup. You always add sugar to the water. Don't ever do it backwards. If he ever caught you doing it backwards, he would do this thing. You know, there's another thing that can be taken from Pooty as well, and that's that Pooty is absolutely convinced in any room that he walks into that he's just the coolest person that's in that room at any given time. And nobody's going to convince him otherwise. It's impossible. Regardless of whether that's true or not, that's actually a really amazing quality to have. And it's something that, to this day, I try to do. I'm just not as good at it as he is. So that's pretty important. Pooty, believe it or not, you're a part of my history, man, and I really appreciate it. I'll never forget you for that. I gotta get back to practicing. I've wasted way too much time making these videos, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.